What's up everyone, it's Kadi with MoneyVest. So in this video, we are going to be talking about 3 stocks that I believe are going to be worth looking into as a buying opportunity here. 2 of them are already trading at close to our intrinsic values. One of them, we still need to wait for it to pull back. But I still want to put that on your radar. And all these 3 stocks and companies, I've done a dedicated analysis, specific videos on these companies. So definitely do check them out if you find the time, because that's going to be a lot more detailed for these companies as well. So hope you all enjoyed this video. We're going to once again go over our spreadsheet and break down each stock and go over the valuation, the balance sheet, and the intrinsic value and the technical analysis. Everything's going to be covered. As always, make sure that you drop a like. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Couple more spots left for our Discord and Patreon for January of 2024. So definitely do check that out with that 16% annual discount. And upon a very, very high request, I have extended the Martin Luther King sale basically one more day. So individual courses are still going to be 60% off. This expires tonight, so one more day left if you want to take advantage of these educational courses and discounts and the entire bundle. So if you want to get all 4 courses, which is fundamental analysis, technicals, options, and psychology, that is going to be 70% off, and the coupon code is simply 3 letters, and that is going to be MLK. So you can literally apply this coupon with the link down below. I've extended that for one more day, expires tonight after midnight, so link's going to be down below. So this right here is going to be our spreadsheet, and you guys know the drill. We're going to go over the ticker symbol, the company, the revenue, the year-over-year growth, EPS, cash versus debt, debt to free cash flow, current ratio, and the valuation. And of course, this column right here is going to be my fair value and the technical support for this company as well. The first one on the list, which I believe is going to be a mix of both growth and dividend, mostly dividend. It's a little bit of a value play, and at the same time, it's been selling off quite significantly that it's now oversold, coming down to a very strong support, and that is going to be Starbucks, ticker symbol SBUX. Did a video on this. The only concerning thing about this is the balance sheet for the company is not that great. Current ratio is less than 1. Debt to free cash flow is pretty high, and cash to debt is significantly less than 0.2, meaning the company does have a lot more debt versus cash on the balance sheet. Revenue was up a little bit over 12.5% to just under 36 billion. EPS coming in at $3.58, up over 9% year over year. And of course, the fact the stock price has been selling off quite considerably, the valuation is actually quite reasonable at 22 times earnings, 2.5 times sales, and a little over 18 times cash flow, with my fair value, my intrinsic value, sitting at $88 per share, and the support level, which is the technical support, also sitting at $89 per share. So these 2 levels are very much similar to each other. So if you come over to Starbucks, SBUX, you'll notice that it has been selling off week after week. This has been like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 consistent weeks of selling pressure. And this right here is going to be that support at close to $89 to $90 per share, with a nice dividend yield of a little bit over 2.4, almost 2.5%. And previous resistance potentially acting as a new support for Starbucks. So keep that on your watch list. Keep this on the radar, because there is, in my opinion, potential for us to see some type of a recovery back up. If not up to $97, $90, then certainly up to as much as $104, $109. Those right there are going to be some resistance levels to watch. And Starbucks, you'll notice, for the longest time has basically just consolidated sideways in that range. So this right here was a very good support level, kind of bounced off of that level once here. Twice, and of course 3 times, a little bit of that rally over here, and of course this is going to be that next support, sitting roughly at 89, close to $90 a share, very similar to where my fair value also sits for this company. So like I said, the only concerning thing is going to be the balance sheet, but Starbucks, as we already know, has one of the best moats out there. It's a very, very strong brand when it comes to coffee and tea in general, and it's a growing sort of market share in terms of this particular sector. Support level is going to stay put at $89, $90, with, of course, a potential reversal opportunity back up to $96 to $104 per share. Next one on the list, which is going to be one of my favorites, and I'm really, really considering starting a new position in this stock, and that's going to be XLS Technologies. And it's kind of, belongs to the semiconductor chip sector. It's a small cap stock, so it's not like super big or super known. Did a video, very, very detailed video on this company. Definitely do check out that video as well if you find the time. A little over $1 billion in revenue, over 6% growth, $7, almost $7 in EPS, up over 12.5%. Excellent balance sheet with 6 times the cash amount versus total debt. Debt to free cash flow we can ignore, because the company does have more cash than debt on the balance sheet. Current ratio is also pretty strong, and valuation's quite reasonable, trading at 16 times earnings and 17 times cash flow, with a little under 4 times sales. And my fair value is going to be at $99 and $106 technical support. And the beautiful thing about this stock, which is ACLS, is the fact that it's been on a very nice consistent uptrend, and it's now coming down to test a very strong support in line with almost its higher low and of course the 300 simple moving average as well. So this right here is the overall chart. And as you can see that it has been on a very nice consistent uptrend of higher highs and higher lows. So this right here is the move higher, boom, pushing higher, coming down, pushing higher, coming down, pushing higher. And this right here is once again coming down to retest and revalidate that support. That's going to be in line with this previous support over here, also aligned with that 300 SMA. Actually, that's going to be the 100 simple moving average. That's the white line you see on the chart. And of course, the higher low as well. So boom, higher low, higher low, higher low. And that's going to be that higher low as well. So this is on a very nice consistent uptrend. And I would consider XLS Technologies to be in that sort of buy the dip zone right now, considering how much it's been sold off. And of course, the RSI MACD you can also see pretty oversold right now, and it's also got great fundamentals. So this is a stock that most certainly I think we can consider for 2024, and the earnings and the revenue and the profitability has all been moving in the right direction. As you can see, the margins also expanding over the last 3 years, and quarter over quarter we've also seen some very stable revenues and profitability as well, with a low valuation and an excellent balance sheet. So this is a stock that certainly is on my radar for 2024. Year to date still down a little bit over 7%, but I do believe that there is possibility for us to see that recovery back up, considering how oversold it is, and it's coming down to that support and of course my fair value. And last but not least, this is a stock that in my opinion could have a very strong 2024 considering the earnings expectations. I did a video on this over the weekend as well, and that is going to be Merck, ticker symbol MRK. Earnings expectation for this year are going to be an increase of over 500% compared to 2023. So even though 2023 EPS is pretty low, 2024 is expected to more than 5 times increase and back up to over $8 a share. Again, balance sheet's not the best for this stock, so I'm only going to be looking at Merck from a sort of like a dividend and value perspective, and as well as a trading perspective, not from a long-term hold perspective, only because again, the company does have pretty significant debt, and the balance sheet's not the best. So it's got a nice 2.6% dividend yield, and it's got that potential for earnings growth. And not to mention, Wall Street loves to see that. So from a trading perspective, I do believe there is potential for Merck, but this is the only stock that I would wait and hold off on actually buying at these levels, considering that it's at an all-time high. And of course, technically speaking, it is very, very overbought from an RSI and a MACD standpoint. So we got to be extremely careful with Merck at the moment. Support level is going to stay put down here. Technical support at around low 100s, kind of in line with that 100 simple moving average. And of course, my fair value also sitting at $96 per share. Valuations certainly quite high, considering that the expectations for earnings and cash flows is really high for 2024. So let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Which of these 3 stocks that you think is worth your time? Let me know in the comment section below. My favorite, of course, is going to be XLS because it's got one of the best fundamentals out of the 3. Next is going to be Starbucks because it does have that dividend slash potential for reversal from a technical perspective, given how oversold it is. And Merck only from an earnings expectation standpoint for 2024, considering that the EPS is expected to grow over 500%. So that is exactly what Wall Street would want to pay attention to in this year. So let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. And again, Merck support level is going to stay put down in the low 100s, and my fair value is going to be at around $95 or $96 per share, around that level. Of course, XLS sub $100 and Starbucks at close to $88. These two again trading very close to their intrinsic values. Merck, we're going to have to wait and see where the stock trades next, considering how overbought it already is. So hope you all enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Make sure that you drop a like, and also do check out the links down below for our Discord, for our Patreon, and more importantly, the courses that are currently 60% off on all individual courses, and the bundle is going to be 70% off. This is one of the biggest sales of the year, and coupon code is going to be MLK, 3 letters. Link's going to be down below, expires tonight after midnight. As always, happy investing, and I will see you all in the next video.